Togetic Community Day is this weekend, and as always, we're going to run through all the tips and tricks you need to know for this event. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this event is going to be April 15th, 2 to 5 p.m. at your local time. Bonuses during the event, we're going to have Togetic spawning everywhere in the wild with a shiny rate of 1 in 25, quarter egg hatch distance, 3-hour instances, not including daily incense, 3-hour lure modules, not including golden lure modules, 2 times catch candy, 2 times chance of getting an XL candy when catching Pokemon, 1 additional special trade during the day. Trades also will require 50% less Stardust, and you can take up to 5 snapshots during the day to get photobombed by 5 Togetics. Note the trade bonuses are going down until 10 p.m. Meanwhile, the other bonuses are going down only during the day. You can also evolve Togetic into Togekiss for 100 candies and a Sinnoh Stone, and it will know the new charge attack Aura Sphere. It's not a new charge attack, but it's a new charge attack on Togekiss, and we'll get into if it helps it in a bit. 2-kilometer eggs during the event collected between 2 and 5 p.m. will also have an increased chance of hatching Togepi. Note, Togepi is not going to be the only Pokemon in these 2-kilometer egg pools, but it will be increased. This Togepi will also have a 1 in 25 shiny odds, so if you want the Togepi shiny, you can get it, especially with that bonus. After Community Day from 5 to 10 p.m, of course, we'll have bonus 4-star raids. Togetic's going to be in 4-star raids. You cannot use remote raid passes to complete these raids, but complete one of these raids, and for the next 30 minutes within the 300-meter radius, Togetics will be spawning everywhere with a shiny rate of 1 in 25. Pretty much just allowing people to play Community Day after if they missed the original time frame. Of course, we'll have some research during the event. Field research tasks will be catch 3 Togetics, getting you either a Togetic encounter, 5 Great Balls, 2 Ultra Balls, 2 Pineapple Berries, or 500 Stardust. There'll also be a $1 special research story called Spreading Cheer. We don't know what the tasks are yet, but usually this research is pretty worth it. It's the Community Day research we get every Community Day. And finally, there'll be a timed research from 2 to 5 p.m. that will get you up to 5 Sinnoh Stones for catching Pokemon is going to be the tasks. Finally, stickers, of course, by spinning Pokestops, opening gifts, and purchasing them in the in-game shop based around Togetic. With the event details of the way, let's get right into the tips, starting with the 100% IV CPs for Togetic. On screen is Togetic's perfect IV chart, showing you the perfect IV CP a Togetic will be from level 1 all the way to level 50. There's only a couple levels we want to look at here. First of all, if you get a Togetic from research, it'll always be caught at level 15. So 732 is going to be the perfect IV. So look for a 732 anytime you get a Togetic from research. If you're catching Togetics in weather boosted weather, Togetic gets boosted in cloudy and windy weather only. So if you are playing in those conditions, level 35 is going to be the highest level a Togetic can be in the wild. So if you find a 586, that is the highest CP a Togetic can be in the wild, and that's going to be a perfect IV level 35. That's a guaranteed hundo in the wild. If you're playing in non-weather boosted weather, so any weather other than the windy and cloudy, level 30 is the highest, so 1464 is going to be the CP you're looking out for. Other than that though, when hunting Togetics in the wild, you can find pretty much any single one of these CPs and it can be a hundo. But note, even if you find, a 488 CP, doesn't mean it's going to be a guaranteed 100% IV at level 10. It could be a higher level Togetic with worse IVs. So take this with a grain of salt, but those are the ones you can remember. On the topic IVs, we also have to talk about PvP IVs. If you don't know, you want low attack, high defense, high stamina when using Pokemon in PvP. So what are going to be the best IVs we want to look out for Togekiss in PvP? Starting with Togekiss in the Great League, the best one is going to be a 0-14-11. So look for that IV set, but note anything low attack, high defense, high stamina will work for Togekiss in the Great League. If we're looking at the Ultra League, 0-15-15 is going to be the rank 1 best possible IV set for a Togekiss in the Great League. But again, anything low attack, high defense, high stamina will work well. Finally, of course, in the Master League, a 15-15-15 100% IV is the best to look out for. But again, any sort of high IV will work here. You can also use an app like Pokegenie if you'd like to instantly scan your IVs during the day. So if you don't want to refer to this website, which is stadiumgaming.gg, you can use that to find the best IVs. And that's going to lead us right into PvP, because a lot of people are going to ask, is Togekiss actually any good for PvP with this new move? Here's going to be the chart of the 2 Togekisses, the one on the left with Flamethrower, the one on the right with the new Aura Sphere, showing you the matchups against different Pokemon. Anytime there's a circle, it means Togekiss loses. Anytime there's an X, it means it wins. As you can see, the difference between the 2 here in the Great League, not going to be huge. This is in the 1 versus 1 shield. Ultra League, again, we're not going to see pretty much any single change. They all been in the same Pokemon. And in the Master League, exact same thing. It's pretty much just a side grade. Having the move Aura Sphere allows you to win a couple more matchups better, like you do better against Dialga because you can now hit it for super effective damage. Excadrill as well, you can now hit it for super effective with that fighting move. You do lose out on a couple matchups having that move though, because you don't have Flamethrower for Metagross, for example, but it pretty much just gives you other coverage. Where Aura Sphere will really help though is if Togekiss ever gets Fairy Wind. As you can see here, Togekiss with Fairy Wind instead of Charm here, you're going to be picking up the Groudon matchup now that you have Aura Sphere. You're going to lose to Zacian, which isn't great, but you're going to be able to beat Palkia. And again, this gets even more nitty gritty with the 2 shields and the different shield scenarios. Overall, I definitely recommend having a Togekiss with Flamethrower and then also with Aura Sphere. I think each of them have their use, but overall, I would prefer Aura Sphere because again, I think it just picks up more matches than Flamethrower would. At the end of the day, always get the Legacy move if you can, but note, it won't really change Togekiss too much. Now, Togetic is going to actually be a Pokemon that gets you 300 Stardust every time you catch it. Normally, stage 1 Pokemon, evolved Pokemon do get you that amount, but Togetic is weird in which it shouldn't technically count because it evolves from a baby Pokemon. For example, catching a Magmar, which evolves from Magby, technically only gets you 100 stars. But for some reason, Togetic does get you 300 stars, which means this is the calm day to go after the Stardust. Putting on a star piece during the community day is going to get you 450 stars every Togetic you get, which is a lot for a Pokemon that's going to be spawning everywhere. Catch 300 of those in an hour, that's 135,000 Stardust gained. So definitely put on a star piece during the whole community day. I know it doesn't seem like a Stardust community, but it is because Togetic is just getting us more Stardust than normal. Also, to evolve Togetics into Togekisses, we do need Sinnoh Stones. I hope you guys stock them up, but if you do not have any stocked up, let's quickly go through how to get them. Number one, the first 3 battles you do every day, whether that be against one of the training leaders at the bottom of the battle section, whether that be in PvP, or whether that be against just a practice battle with your friend, the first 3 battles you have a chance of getting a Sinnoh Stone. So make sure every single day do at least 3 battles in either PvP or against a leader to try to get a stone. Also, from the PvP reward track, that item reward there, I think you have to get like 2 out of 5 wins, can get you a Sinnoh Stone. So doing PvP is going to be a great method. Finally, research breakthrough box every single 7 days. When you get your research breakthrough box, there's a chance you get a Sinnoh Stone. I think it actually might be guaranteed. So I hope you've been doing your research breakthrough boxes. Also, of course, there will be timed research getting you Sinnoh Stones. So if you don't have any to make those evolutions, you should be able to get a couple during this community day, but do those methods up until the community day to stock up. Also, let's talk about some candy tips. Togekiss is a good fairy type ray attacker and also good in the Master League. That's the meta relevance of Togekiss. I don't know how we didn't go through it, but this Pokemon is meta relevant. So we do want to grind a lot of candies and XL candies for it. So let's go through how. First of all, of course, you use pineapple berries. Regular pineapple berries will multiply your catch candy by 2 and silvers by 2.34. You can also mega evolve a Pokemon. Togetic being a fairy and flying type Pokemon, you're going to want to mega evolve one of those types. Specifically, I will put the megas on screen, but you can mega evolve a Mega Charizard Y, Mega Pidgeot, Mega Aerodactyl, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Altaria, and Mega Salamence. Try to mega evolve the highest level mega you can because the max level will get you extra candies and even extra XP for catching Togetics. Specifically as well, I would actually recommend mega evolving a flying type Pokemon because Landorus is in raids. So if you do plan on doing some Landorus raids during community day, you can get extra candies for that Pokemon and Togetic. You can also trade to get extra candies. If you don't know, when you trade away a Pokemon, if the distance between where those 2 Pokemon were caught was over 100 kilometers, you're guaranteed an XL candy as well as 2 bonus regular candies. If you have a friend that recently went on a trip, if you're going on a trip for Togetic community day, or if anyone in your area has Pokemon that were hatched from far distance or raided from far distant locations, hold on to your Togetics and trade them away for those Pokemon. You'll be guaranteed an XL candy every time you trade away a Pokemon for those Pokemon, so that's a great way to grind extra candies for Togetic. But obviously, if you have no one to trade with, then you're going to have to resort to the last method, which is going to be to transfer during a double transfer candy spotlight hour. Unfortunately, for the rest of April, we do not have any more double transfer candy spotlight hours, but hopefully in May, there is a Tuesday spotlight hour from 6 to 7 p.m. in which we do have 2 times transfer candy. So hold on to your Togetics if you can, and if you have the space until then to transfer them. If you have to transfer them before, it's fine, but that's the tip. Finally, that leaves us in our platinum medal tips. You need 35 platinum medals, go from level 48 to 49 in Pokemon Go. Which ones should be grind during this event? Let's get right into it. First of all, we have our Bird Keeper medal, catch 2,500 flying type Pokemon, Togetic being a flying type, as well as the Fairy Tail Girl medal, catch 2,500 fairy types. This is the one you'll probably be working on a lot because I know a lot of people don't have this completed. You know, catch as many Togetics as you can to try to work on this medal. We also, of course, do have Togepi in those 2-kilometer eggs, and Togepi is going to be having quarter egg hatch distance, which means we're going to have like what, 500 meters per egg hatch. So definitely hatch some eggs if you can, even on your free incubator to work on this medal. We do have 3-hour lure modules as well. So if you have any extra lure modules you're just hanging on to and you go to a busy area where a lot of people are playing, might as well drop those lures. Work on your picnic medal, which requires you to use a lure module to help any trainer catch 2,500 Pokemon. Pretty much what this means is people need to catch Pokemon off your lures, so drop them in busy areas and you can complete this medal. Finally, you do get 5 snapshots during the community day. Make sure you do not forget to do them. To work on your cameraman medal, have 400 encounters in Go Snapshot. You know, don't forget the snapshots, put a reminder, it's easy. With that being said, that is my tips for Togetic community day. If you guys have any other tips that I might have missed, let me know in the comment section below, and also go take a scroll in the comment section below because there might be a tip that could help you maximize your gameplay. That's it for me though. If you want to learn about PvP IVs, check out the video below and follow for more tips. Peace.